everyone, my name is Ashley Wylde and welcome to my channel, Ashley's Wylde Life. You're watching a video that's a part of a playlist called Gender Resources. On this playlist, we've talked about some pretty big stuff. Sex versus gender, gender as a social construct, the importance of pronouns, gender as a spectrum instead of a binary. We're really getting into the conversation about gender. And today, I want to talk a little bit about gender expression. And specifically, I want to talk about how you can become the most authentic version of yourself possible. In our culture, we have relatively strict gender roles. We've talked about that. When individuals violate those gender roles, a lot of times they'll be policed, especially as young people. We're very likely to encounter gender policing. If you want to learn more about gender policing, I'll put a link to a video below where I talk about that, or you can click here. When we're young, we can face ridicule and even social exclusion for exploring our gender expression. This really discourages people from looking critically at their gender expression, from really thinking deeply about their preferences. It discourages people from finding their authentic self. That happened to me. It kept me from cutting my hair short for 2 years, even though I already knew I wanted to. It made me feel like I should change into girls' clothes when I went in public because that's what girls do, even though I felt much more comfortable in baggier clothes. Obviously, it didn't work, judging by my hair and my clothes, but it was still really hard to overcome all of that. I had really confused ideas about what was important to me and what was being told to me by the people around me. So I came up with a recipe of sorts, more like an equation, a system that I could put info into, and on the other side, I would get an answer that helped me be clearer about what it was that I wanted for myself. Whenever I encountered something that had to do with my gender expression, I asked myself a series of 2 questions. Is this important to me personally, or am I doing this because I'm being told I should do it? I'll use shaving my armpits as an example because that was a really hard one for me to figure out. Am I shaving my armpits because it's important to me? Or am I shaving my armpits because I've been told I should? And I didn't know the answer right away. And I had to think about it. And I was afraid. And even when I learned that the answer was I was doing it because I was told I should, it was still so hard to implement that change into my life. And I wanted to. I wanted to become my most authentic self. But it's scary. It's scary to do stuff that society tells you is gross or bad or wrong or abnormal. I did stop shaving my armpits. I even showed them in my first video of the year. And the truth is, that was an excellent decision for me personally because it was real. It was authentic. It came from what's important to me. This question, this recipe, is it for me or am I being told I should? Helps me get closer to my most authentic self every single day. And being authentic is the root of my happiness. My hope is that this recipe will help you be critical of your gender expression and performance in pursuit of becoming your most authentic self. It is such a pleasure to make videos for you all every week. Please like if you enjoyed this video or learned something new, and if you didn't learn anything, comment below and tell me how I can make videos that are gonna help you understand gender better. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye. I'm running a Patreon campaign. If you know what Patreon is and you'd like to consider becoming a patron, follow the link in the description below. If you don't know what Patreon is, but you might want to consider supporting me, I would follow that link and there's a video there that explains more in detail what that actually means. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.